Hello everyone, this is Desiree Ellis, the head coach of the South African national women's football team, better known as Banyana Banyana. I think it's my third time that I've been here, but the last time was in 1998, very long time ago. It's always been good, people have always been friendly, but not on the field. There are very few tournaments for women's football on the continent. I know there's the new women's football strategy that they're implementing, and through that the CAF Champions League has come to fruition, where we see all the different zones playing in the Champions League. But for national teams, very few. And I think this comes at a time where, you know, football, a lot of football hasn't been played due to COVID. And a lot of teams haven't been active. So it comes at a time where teams are getting ready to prepare for the AFCON qualifiers, and I think it's a big tournament. The different countries that are improving in women's football, you look at Morocco with a fantastic women's program. You look at the other countries that are having leagues, but I think that more countries need to have leagues, and then the next step is obviously to professionalize the sport, because we cannot compete with the rest of the world if the sport is not professionalized. We've seen the likes of Nigeria, Ghana, ourselves, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, all gone to World Cups and gone to Olympics. And we're there and thereabouts. When you look at the talent, it compares evenly to the rest of the world. We need a little push from behind to play more competition, because when you play more competition, you obviously get better. And the more top competition you play, even more so, because the game is the best teacher, but we don't play top opposition often enough. When we go to these global events like the World Cup and we go to the Olympics, for example, maybe there should be something like this beforehand, just beforehand, to prepare teams and to give them, you know, that competitive competition that they lack maybe in their own regions, to get them ready for the major competitions. Over the last year and a half, we've worked with a group of players because we had problems getting our players from abroad due to the different COVID quarantine protocols in the different countries. So we used practically a new group at the last COSAFA Cup. Now we're looking at giving those players more experience and to see if they can take that step up. It's an exciting time, I think, for women's football, not just on the continent, but for us, because some of these players had played at the Under-17 World Cup. Some have played for the Under-20s, and others we scouted from outside, you know, with the different scouting that we have when we go with the Sasol League provincial visits, when I go to National League football and I scout, when I go to tournaments and I scout. So we've scouted players in different tournaments or different matches, etc. So now we're looking at having used this group for the COSAFA Cup in 2020, and then having used them for Zambia and Botswana. Obviously the next step was the Netherlands, which didn't happen, but this is an opportunity for us to test ourselves. We haven't played a lot of football in the last 18 months. Our league was suspended last year, so there was no league football, and now not too long ago there was also a break in our league because of COVID. So it's a challenge for everyone, and it's a test for us. We're looking forward to the challenge. Our Football Federation, our president, Dr. Jordan, decided that women are going to coach the national team. So we have Jabulile Baloyi, who also coaches the Under-20. The assistant coach is also a female. We have Simpiwe Dludu, coaches the Under-17, the assistant coach, and likewise here, the assistant coach is also a female. So he has said that women will coach women teams. I see there are other countries as well. Ghana is a female coach. Our former performance analyst, Shalene Boyson, is now the head coach of South Sudan. And it's just been given an opportunity. But not just the opportunity, it's the support that comes with it. It's a support that comes with it from everyone in the coaching department. I mean, I can go to our technical director, Coach Franz, and sit with him and end up talking about football and going there, not wanting to talk about football, but it's a support you get, you know. I think that's the important thing, not just putting the female in the position and not giving the support.
South Africa in the semi-final.
It was a big moment for everyone. I think getting there, you could see when they walked out, there was a bit of nervousness, but that is expected. They were not overwhelmed, and I felt that either way, we had taken a chance in the second half when we got an opportunity. We could be talking differently now. But we showed a little bit of what we were capable of as debutants going to the World Cup, and one of the maybe the lowest ranked teams there. Performance don't do justice to our ranking, but unfortunately that's the way rankings are done. So when you have gone to a tournament like that once, you surely want to go back. You know, we surely want to go back, and you want to make sure that you consistently go back and get better. So we first have to qualify for AFCON though, and once you have qualified for AFCON, is to get into, the target would obviously be the semi-finals first, because then you qualify for the World Cup and then take it from there. But we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. There's a lot of work before that, and we want to make sure that we take it step by step, and when the one step's out of the way, we concentrate on the next one, and so on and so on.
African Woman Coach of the Year for 2019 is Desiree Ellis.
It's never about me. I'm the coach of the team, but it's always a collective effort. I've surrounded myself with expertise. I think that's important, and I don't micromanage. Everyone has a job to do, and they do it to the best that they can. We come together and we discuss things. When the team doesn't do well, unfortunately, the coach is in the firing line, and that's the nature of the job. So I make sure that I have the expertise around me. I don't have to sit and ask, are you doing this, are you doing that? And we all have the same vision. You know, players have to buy into it, staff have to buy into it. We always say if the team does well, the individual will stand out. And with the team effort doing well, myself, Tembi, you know, we got the accolades, but it's primarily a team effort. When we talk about, I think, achievements, I think going back to the World Cup and getting out of the group stage. I think that would really, you know, put us on a pedestal, because you don't know what can happen. Once you're out of the group stage, it's a knockout game, it's a once-off game, but that would ultimately be, you know, the pinnacle. And then going back to the Olympics after having missed out on the 2020 Olympics. I think not just for me personally, but I think for the whole team. I was actually amazed at the draw. Personally, I thought that they would go the same route as they've done before, where they give the top teams a bye in the first round. I didn't think that they were going to do it that way. We could easily have drawn Zambia. We could easily have drawn Malawi. And it's a shame, actually. 2 of the top 5 won't be there, because Ghana plays Nigeria and the winner plays most probably Ivory Coast. And that's quite a shame, because you also, you know, want the top teams to be there. But I think the chances most probably for us qualifying went from maybe, you know, 50% to 80% with 2 of the top 5 not being there. It's unfortunate. I think it's just who scores the goals on the day and who concedes less on the day. And then you have Ivory Coast, who knocked Nigeria out of the Olympics. So it's really a tough set of matches to qualify for AFCON. And I wish the teams the best of luck. You're watching News Central TV, Africa First.